Madam Chairman, I'm Dave Domina. I'll be brief again. My points again are primarily technical as they were on the bill we talked about a few moments ago. I'm the lawyer who's working with Knox County in connection with some matters left over from LB 1048. Again, that work is beyond, this work today is beyond the scope of that engagement, so I'm here speaking for me. But I think Knox County, at least its board, may appreciate what I have to say. Let me say, first of all, let's be completely clear about what this bill does and doesn't do. This is not a question of double taxation. It's a question of mistaken taxation for 2009, but taxation pursuant to a statute enacted by the Nebraska Legislature and signed into law by the governor and the law of this state. That statute created a tax that could be planned for by business, could be accommodated in its planning methodologies and its pricing structures, and made a part of its processes so it could be profitable. That tax became owed to the people of this state in 2009. A long time ago, the people of this state said in Article 8, Section 4, that the legislature of Nebraska shall have no power to forgive taxes or to commute them. A credit that erases a tax which became due in 2009 is a commutation of a tax. That cannot be fixed by subsequent legislation after the tax year ends and the matter has come to a conclusion as to that old tax year. But it can be prevented as to current and future tax years, which is what I think Senator Larson is trying to do, though I've never exchanged a syllable with him about this bill, to be sure that the problem of 2009 does not recur in 2011, to be fixed by the courts in 2012, to result in greater burden on business and more benefit to Knox County ultimately, even though there's some starvation for revenue now. Theoretically, not in terms of good policy, theoretically, what Mr. Pollack said to you about Nebraska cannot impose a personal property tax and a nameplate tax, theoretically that's not correct. Theoretically you could do both. I don't argue that would be good policy. What you cannot theoretically do is to grant a credit to eradicate a tax that has already become due in a closed tax year. This bill, to that extent, is worthy of merit. Thank you.
Questions from the committee? Senator Persh.
So, are you saying that that the action that was taken in that purported then to create that credit, that was a unlawful act to the legislature then?
We filed suit in District Court, Lancaster County yesterday contending that that portion of LB 1048 violates Article 8, Section 4 of the Constitution.
Okay. But
and we think you can avoid an issue about that by simply making sure that the playing field is level going forward, but we do not believe you can forgive my income tax due in 2009 or change my tax rate for 2009 as an income taxpayer or eliminate this tax for 2009.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Further
you.
questions? Seeing none, thank you.